Grey's Anatomy premiered 20 years ago today. Can you even believe it? I saw something this morning that said March 27, 2005 at 10 p.m. Grey's Anatomy aired its first episode, and the rest is history, really. I wasn't watching in 2005. I was too young, but I started watching a couple of years later in 2011. I went back and watched. My mom was watching a little bit. At some point, when I got a little bit older, she had the season 1 DVD that I now own myself, that I took from her, essentially. And this is how I started watching Grey's Anatomy. In a car ride, we were visiting my sister. So I started watching it a little bit on the way down and finished on the way back. It's 9 episodes, season 1. And I remember the way season 1 ends was so crazy. It's when Addison comes in and confronts Derek there, and Meredith, to basically be like, hey, I'm Addison Shepherd, what's going on? And I remember being in the car like, wait, how many more hours until we're home? I need to pull up Netflix or whatever it was. I think it was Netflix at the time. To finish, I need to see what happens next. Like, it was so crazy. And I haven't looked back since. That's how I got at Grey's Anatomy. They had me hooked from then, and the rest is history, really. Especially in its heyday, you could not find me anywhere else on a Thursday. I was watching Grey's Anatomy. People knew, don't bother Aaliyah. She's unavailable on Thursdays because she has Grey's Anatomy. And then eventually later we got Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder and things like that. Even later when we got Private Practice on Tuesdays, which was a Grey's Anatomy spinoff, I was busy. I was Shondaland locked in. I still watch Grey's Anatomy now. We're in our 21st season. I'm a little more flexible on my Thursdays now because it's not as good, but it's still, the legacy of the show is something you cannot miss or mess about with. It's been able to launch so many great spin-offs, so many great things. We've seen Shondaland be able to grow from the success of Grey's Anatomy. So many great things. Shonda Rhimes, the creator and writer and all these things, she's just excellent. And yeah, 20 years, Grey's Anatomy. I always say to people, the thing that's nice about it being on Netflix and these other platforms, people are able to go back now and watch so many of the series, because I think it truly is one of the best television shows that there is, really, especially in this kind of format. I say to people, though, because they get intimidated, like, there's so many series, like, it's still a lot of work, but I say, like, the series you need to watch are series 1 through series 11. I can name so many episodes, so many moments in that time period that's like, oh, that episode's like one of the best episodes of Grey's Anatomy, yada, yada, yada. It's still a lot. That first 11 series, there's so much good stuff happening in there, bad stuff happening in there, I guess, like the drama. So many great characters are introduced, or we lose them, or they leave the show, whatever it is. It's just like, that's a really good chunk of the show to watch. So if you are ever considering watching Grey's Anatomy, I recommend those first 11 series. You can watch the whole thing if you'd like, but after then, it's up to you. But exciting times, 20 years of Grey's Anatomy. We look forward to the next however many seasons we have left. And yeah, happy anniversary.